All right, day 14. I had a plan for filming one of these out at the lake yesterday, but just as the activities of the day were rolling out, decided I would skip it and then just jump back into things back at home. The plan for today is fairly simple. It's mainly going to be a writing or computer day, and then some time with the family. The first thing on the list is I want to, for this next video in the series of how-to videos that I'm doing, want to do it on short form documentary filmmaking and just providing some tips for that. This thought with this series is to take a very high level approach into a variety of different subjects and then niche into each of those as the series progresses. So today we'll be finishing up that blog post and then starting to create the video script for that. I have all of the sections or the voiceover parts that I want for each section. I just need to now put it into script format and determine what sort of B-roll that I want to have with that as well. The next thing in the list is to explore a series on organization. That's one that I've been wanting to do for a little while and think there's a need for that. So today I want to start with the blog post and create the high level topic areas to cover when I jump into the actual video portion of that. But for today is just the high level blog post, creating the outline for that. And then the last thing is just responding to a client's social questionnaire. When it comes to obstacles, the main ones still is the winter break and carving time out for that. And then the second is just negative self-talk. The last couple days have been creeping in a little bit and just want to try and push that to the side today and just get through the workday feeling excited and energized versus getting inside my head again. So that is today. I'm going to jump into day 14 and report back at the end of the day. End of day 14. And today was a productive day and also a nice balance between work and hanging out with the family. For the first thing on the list, the short form documentary blog post, finish the post and then create a script. I got the blog post done and then started on the script. So got kind of the first draft done on that. Through that process, it actually unlocked some awareness in this process of creating content that I think I was overlooking a little bit, which I'm going to come back to as I kind of go through this a little bit because the day changed as I was working through my day. The second was explore the organization series. And I did spend some time with that. I didn't go too deep because of kind of where my head went as I started to think about the type of content that I was creating. And again, I'll come back to that. The third was respond to client social questionnaire, did that. And I ended up adding an extra one in here too, which I launched the second video in the how-to series. My original plan was to launch it at midnight tonight because I wanted to be kind of starting the release period for Friday morning, but ended up just releasing it today because there was some back-end stuff I had to do with ensuring the scheduling on all platforms kind of worked correctly. So I think I'm going to pivot for all the releases to Thursdays now versus the Thursday at midnight or Friday morning. It just is easier in the process of releasing. When it came to obstacles, time, having the full day dedicated to work, not having that was challenging. It's working in slightly different hours and ways was hard, but that's just the nature of this part of the year. And then the negative self-talk, that I don't think really was as much of an issue today because I kind of went down a rabbit hole a little bit, and I found myself when I start to look at bigger picture questions, I do fairly good at staying out of my head. Basically, having some clarity provides or allows me to stay out of my head. So, coming back to what I mentioned earlier, in the type of content, I think in the past, I like to take a subject, broad subject, try get as detailed as I can on that content as possible, and create one video that has all the information. I realized as I've moved into this series, that's not possible. I don't want to create 20-minute videos. I want to do shorter 5 to 10-minute videos, which doesn't allow me to go super deep into each video. So what I've found and the way I've been doing the videos is I'm making very surface level videos, and that's not what I want to do. It's completely against my approach that I've enjoyed, where it's actually providing that value. So I think the clarity that came from today is, instead of doing the bigger ideas, focusing on smaller, easier tips and educational content to share with people. And then as those get released, I can slowly build that bigger picture. So I can still do the shorter form content, which resonates much better on social platforms these days, obviously. But what I can look to do is, instead of starting really broad and then missing the mark, I could just go really niche and slowly build that story through time. So that's kind of the strategy I'm going to take into tomorrow. I'm excited to kind of look at the calendar of assets that I've developed that is kind of waiting to be released, and revisit them to see what bite-sized chunks I can target first, and go with that strategy. So that's going to be kind of the focus for tomorrow, and I'll create a to-do list either later tonight or tomorrow morning that I'll go over in the video for tomorrow. So overall today, great day. Lots of good lessons in my approach, and the clarity point of knowing when I'm building with the clear vision that aligns with the values that I have, that I'm able to push back or get myself out of my head. So that's kind of the take forward as we go into, I guess it'll be going into week 3. Crazy. Excited, and let's jump into tomorrow.